Hi guys, video game viewer here bringing you the review of Bloodborne for the PS4. Like its predecessors Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2, this game is brutally punishing. But after you master the craft of combat, you're going to be swinging your axe or whatever weapon you choose with efficiency. The graphics in this game are amazing. The location of the Victorian city is breathtaking and fun to explore. The combat in this game is fluid and action-packed. Okay, so the storyline starts out kind of vague. The way it starts out is you're laying on a hospital bed, and there's this weird creepy guy over you who doesn't have eyes, and he's calling you a hunter. And as you start out the game, you are thrown into this Victorian city to explore at your leisure, and you're really not left knowing what to do. The storyline so far that I've seen is virtually non-existent, but that's okay with me because the combat is really making up for that. And as I said, the combat is brutal. You're going to die over and over and over again. But I didn't find this frustrating in the least. I found it actually fun and enjoyable. Most games where you would keep dying and you're not able to get very far would make you not want to play it. But this game kept me coming back for more and more as I got a little bit further each time exploring the beautiful Victorian Gothic setting. So, how does the combat exactly work? At the start of the game, you get to pick from 3 different weapons for your right hand and 2 weapons for your left, which is a gun, and for your right hand you get some sort of melee weapon. The combat then puts you against infected villagers or possessed villagers. Something is wrong with them. It's left up to you to kind of discover what is going on with them. And every time you make a kill, you get what is called blood echoes. These are the game's currency. You spend this on new weapons. You spend this on new armor, which is time specific, like period specific. You're not going to be having knight in shining armor like a knight, but you're going to be having very time specific clothing to the time period. Also, these blood echoes are used to spend to level up your character once you're able to do that. You're not able to level up right at the onset of the game. You have to figure out how to do that. So, these blood echoes are very vital to the game, and every time you die, you lose all your blood echoes. But if you can get back to the point in the game where you died, there'll be a puddle of blood on the ground or an enemy with glowing eyes. If you can kill that enemy or reach that puddle of blood on the ground, you get all your blood echoes back, at which point you can then go and spend them. This game, I found as I got a little bit further, I was getting more and more afraid to explore further, knowing that if I die at this point, I may have trouble getting back to this point to get my blood echoes back, and it may all be for naught. Okay, so the gameplay, that's the storyline. The gameplay is very fluid. I found the controls a little bit difficult to get used to at first, but after I did, the combat was a breeze and I found it enjoyable. The sound in this game, the music is haunting. The ambient sounds are awesome. There's not much voice acting to be heard of in this game, but it's made up for with a great soundtrack and beautiful ambient sounds, which are just haunting. So, with all that said, should you get this game? Is this game worth the frustration of pushing through? If you're a Dark Souls or a Dark Souls 2 fan, I would say absolutely. If you're new to the series, I would go into it with an open mind. This isn't your typical action RPG hack and slash. You have to go into each combat situation with a strategy and a battle plan. You can't just go charging headlong into enemies. I would definitely say that this game is fun, it's amazing, it's one of the better games out on the PlayStation 4 right now. I would definitely check it out. If not buying it, at least rent it or borrow it from somebody and check it out. I'm giving this game a 9.5 out of 10, and the reason I'm giving it such a high score, as frustrating as it is, the longevity of this game, the replay value on this game is through the roof. and it's definitely going to be a game that you're going to sink hours and hours and hours into. And with a market right now that's saturated with games that are mindless shooters and 4-hour long storyline experiences, this is a game that you're going to be able to sit down with and play for months, if not years. This has been the Video Game Viewer, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more.